microwave. So you
Thanksgiving.
are teaching the
I want to
AI
know
to
who's
identify
cooking.
these
I want to know
items.
what y'all
Right.
cooking.
And then there was one for
Comment
faces of
in
people, the
the
color of the face.
comments
If it looks like
of
this
this
is
video
white. If
what
it
you
looks like
guys
this
are
is
cooking. I'll
black,
tell you
this
guys
is
what I'm
Asian.
cooking.
You're teaching the
I am
AI to
making
identify them
green beans.
automatically.
Green
Humans
beans
tag
I'm making.
cars and
That's my
pedestrians
specialty.
to
I'm making
teach
green beans
autonomous vehicles not
for
to hit them.
everybody this Thanksgiving.
Humans
So
circle
those of you guys that get to taste my
abnormalities
green
to
beans, you are
teach
very,
AI to
very lucky.
recognize
Consider
diseases.
yourself lucky. So
Even as AI is
what is
getting
this video all
smarter,
about?
humans in the loop
Oh,
will
wait.
always
What
be
in the world I
needed
got going on
because
here?
there
Hold
will
on, hold on, hold
always
on,
be
hold on.
new devices.
Oh my gosh. I have volume playing from another thing. How you doing, Kim? How you doing? Kim just joined in. Sorry about that. I had audio playing from my phone. Had the call-in number over here. Let me put that call-in number in case any of you guys want to call in. 1 second, and then we'll start our discussion. I'll tell you guys exactly what I'm talking about. All right. So, Kim, if you want to call in, you can call in using that number. And as you guys join, you guys can tell me where you are viewing from, and you guys can call in and talk to me if you want to. All right. So, all right, got Facebook up, got YouTube up. So, Kim, since I'm talking to you, you're the only one here. Let me tell you what I've been up to. So, I've been trying to pinpoint and trying to simplify the process in providing you guys with services that you need. And I need help from y'all to tell me what services that you need. Hey, Robin, how are you doing? Thank you so much for coming in and joining in the chat. And in the process of doing that, I've been doing a lot of research as far as DTF is concerned, as far as other products are concerned. I see a lot of companies, and I've thought about this before. You guys see me always making patches, pre-made patches that you can press on. But now I'm working on a system right now on the website. It's going to be live soon. Whereas though you guys can purchase varsity letters and numbers. Let me know if you guys hear any noise from the background upstairs because I got people talking on upstairs. I need you to teach online classes. Okay, so I'm glad you said that because I've been working on stuff. I've been working more so on courses, on individual things. But do you mean you want me to make courses on different things, or you want me to teach live on a live online class? I prefer to pre-record it. That way it can be available for everybody and you guys can skip around to whatever section that you feel is pertinent and whatever information that you want to know. Hey, how you doing, Ashanti? How you doing? Thank you so much for joining in. Ashanti. Oh, that's you asked for the online classes. Okay, Lakeisha in New York. What's up? What part of New York you in, Lakeisha? And Rob's in California, and Kim is in Millbrook. All right, so let me show you guys what I invented. So I'm always looking for different ways to straighten up my workspace. And you guys know from watching my videos that I'm very, very unorganized, but I assure you there's a method to my madness. And the reason why I'm very, very disorganized is because I don't know, I just get a lot of stuff. I start off with good intentions. I put things in their place, but then when I get something new and then something else new and then something else new and all these different pieces of equipment, and you guys can attest to this, I'm sure, have so many different components and parts to them, so they get scattered around all over the place. So, pertaining to embroidery, I have a lot of different pieces of equipment when it comes to embroidery and different small little tools and stuff like that. And that stuff gets all over the place. Example. Oh, Harlem. I was born in Harlem, Lakeisha. So, Lakeisha from Harlem, put you on blast, put you over here, you shout out. But yeah. So I'm always looking for something, and one thing in particular, and I know you guys can attest to this, is I have a bunch of little scissors that I use, right? A bunch of little scissors that I use to cut out my applique as well as cut out patches, and I got about 4 of them in my shop, but I can never, I can, I'm, whenever I need one, I always have to find it. I always have to find where it is because I don't have, well, I have a specific place that I keep it, but they kind of like float around in different areas, you know. And another thing that I have, these little screwdrivers that I keep to work on my machine, whether I need to change the needle or whether I need to wrench out and change the arm bracket to the hat attachment. Everything needs like a little a space. So I made an organizer, and some of you guys might have seen it in one of my videos recently, but probably not. Let me see if I can show it to you guys real fast. Let me plug this in right here. Show you guys my organizer. And make sure that comes on screen here. Give me a second. Let me make a new picture in picture if I can. Hold on, picture in picture. Boom, right here. And then we're gonna use this, and then we're gonna use that. This, and that. All right, there we go. All right, done. All right, cool. All right, we're good to go. All right, so let me show you guys. Let me bring this up so I can show you guys what I'm talking about here. Give me a second. This is the invention that I made. Let me open it up. And let me show it to you guys real fast. I'm going to repeat this video. All right, so this is it right here. So if you have a machine like an MT1501 or anything like that machine, I made it look like a little holder that goes on the side of the machine. I'm going to try to figure out a solution for the EM1010 as well, but I don't have a solution for the EM1010 as of right now. But these are for the MT1501s, the MT1502s and stuff like that. You guys see it has a little magnet on there, and it just like sits on the side of the machine. You can put it either way, on the inside or on the outside, and it can hold your, you know, your magnet, your scissor, your pen, your, you know, whatever tools that you need right by. You can throw some needles in there if you want to. All types of little small objects that we all work with that are all over the place and get scattered all over the place, and we can't find it when we need it. That's what these are for, and they're on my website right now, so you guys can, let me replay that video so you guys can check it out. So yeah, I printed these up on my printer. I made them in Tinkercad in this program called Tinkercad, and you know, they're just handy. And since I made them, I love them. And I initially just made one for myself, not thinking that, you know, somebody else would want one. And then I had it on a video, and somebody asked me about it, and then I made him one, and then somebody else asked me about it, so then I sold him one. Now I finally put them on my website. I finally made a few more. I put them on my website now. So if you guys go to the website, let me bring up the website for you so you can see exactly where they are, how much they are, and all that good stuff. All right, so right now we're on alanayway.com. All right, and make sure you guys sign up for my email list. All right, and create an account. And box. I just type in box. Embroidery toolbox. All right, embroidery toolbox. Here they are right here. So I'm gonna have different colors available, but right now this is the one. This is the color that is available right now for you guys to purchase. They're $35. They take quite a few hours to print up. So yeah, if it's something that you're interested in, if you think that it'll help you neaten up your workspace, then yeah, you should definitely check this out. I am going to work on a design more, but as of right now, I got a bunch of them, and I love these things. I love them. They're, you know, they keep the tools in the same spot. You know, keep my workstation organized. And somebody like me, I need stuff like this because I am, and you guys can look around in my studio, even in the pictures, you can look around and just tell, like, look, I got stuff all over the place in the background. So, yeah. So the embroidery toolbox. Let me see what you guys are saying. Good on you, Alan. Always creating and inspiring. You do the same. Inspiring you to do the same. Yep. Thank you. I appreciate that, Petra. You have to let me know where at in Harlem. Oh, so this is the extent of my Harlem being from Harlem, right? I was born in Harlem Hospital. All right. I was a baby. I was a kid, and after that, I was in Dominica in the islands. So yeah, I didn't spend much time in Harlem. So yeah, that's the extent of my Harlemness. But yeah, I used to be in Queens a lot. And uh Queens and Regal Park, Queens. That's where I used to be at a lot. So I use the magnet hooks. Yes, 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 yes. Those are dope as well. But okay, so what first of all, how many of you guys have embroidery machines in the chat right now? How many of you guys have embroidery machines? And how let's tell me right now in the chat what machines you guys have. Embroidery, vinyl cutters, lasers. I'm just trying to get an idea of what you guys need. I'm trying to get an idea of what you don't have access to and what I can create for you to help your stuff that you make be even better, right? And what comes to mind that everybody needs is everybody wants rather, they don't need it, but they want like chenille patches and stuff like that. And they want like iron on embroidered stuff for people or press heat applied graphics like embroidered graphics. Of course, DTF, so people don't have a DTF printer. And the reason why the embroidered patches with the iron on, with the press on backing, not everybody has an embroidery machine, but you might want to do something that gives your clothing that you're creating a better look and make it, you're able to charge more for it. Is what I'm trying to say. But help me out here, guys. How what let me know what okay, so Creations by Ashanti has TC 1501 and she's getting an X-Tool S1. I want that X-Tool S1 as well. Um Lakeisha says I used to live in Queens, not far from Jamaica, Queens. That's what's up. But Lakeisha, what equipment, if any, do you have, Lakeisha? And Petra, what equipment do you have? Let me know what equipment that y'all have. And if you guys, like I said, if you guys want to call in, don't be shy. Oh yeah, you have that Uninet 1000, that Uninet DTF 1000. Um, you should call in and let us know some stuff about the Uninet 1000 because I'm quite sure people would want to know some stuff about it if you care to, if you're not too shy. Kim says she has a Genome MB4. I'm assuming that that's a four needle that's multi-needle genome machine that has four needles on it. I don't know. And she has a Cricut Maker Silhouette and a sublimation printer. Oh, okay, a converted sublimation printer. Workforce 7720. I got the 7720 right over there. Workforce 7720. Yep. So that's dope. That's dope. Okay. Cool. 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 All right. Let me know what else you guys have. So right now, I'm seeing people have embroidery machines. All right. People have ways of putting graphics on shirts, the Silhouette Cameo and the Uninet, right? Um, Ashanti has a laser. Um, okay. So, yeah. New comments. Let me see. So, could you guys benefit from twill letters, tackle twill letters? Let me see who's this calling in here. Oh, you know what? I don't have my headphones on. You gotta give me a second. I gotta get my headphones so I can hear you because you can hear me, but I can't hear you. Um, hello.
Hey, hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good. You wanted me to call in?
Oh, how are you? How are you? How you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Are you not online anymore?
Yeah, I'm online, but it disconnected from my Bluetooth here.
Oh,
That's one second, but it's okay. They can still hear you. They can still hear you.
hello.
So yeah, tell us let me know in the chat if you guys can hear this is Ashanti, right?
Yes.
Yeah, let me know in the chat if you guys can hear Ashanti in the chat if you guys can hear Ashanti from my phone. She's supposed to be over here, but I don't have my headphones so I disconnected it because I wouldn't be able to hear her. But Ashanti, can you give us some insight in your thoughts, your honest thoughts as an owner, someone that purchased the Uninet 1000 DTF printer, your trials and tribulations, any turbulence you might have had, how it functions, the print quality. Just anything you're willing to share about somebody with somebody that might be interested in that printer and what your recommendations would be.
Um, well, we've had it for a little over a year. We've replaced the motherboard, replaced the motor. We've gone, I think we're on print head number 3. He's replaced cables. He's pretty much rebuilt the machine already. So only thing we haven't redone is the computer programming part.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah. Yes.
So you replaced the brain.
Yes.
You've gone through 3 print heads.
Yes.
And you've changed communication cables, data cables, they call them, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty much, yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. So anybody that's looking to get into DTF, yeah, if you're not willing to do these things that Ashanti just said, then just buy transfers, because um you're more likely to have an issue than not. And I don't want you guys to be alarmed, like, and be afraid if it's something that you really want to get into, because honestly, once you get into your machine, and Ashanti, I'm not sure if you can attest to this, or maybe who fixes the machine, your husband. They're not that difficult to operate on. The parts
No,
the,
they're not difficult to operate on whatsoever. When it works, it works.
Mhm.
But when it's down, it's down.
And do you think that knowing how to change the parts and going through the difficulties, the ups and downs with it that you've had, do you think that that makes it easier owning a DTF printer?
If you don't have the time to put into it, I recommend you stick with transfers,
Right.
because the thing has caused stress and headaches for the both of us, especially when we have to get orders out
Mhm.
and it's down, and he has to literally come home from his 7 to 6 job to try to repair whatever is going wrong on this thing.
Okay. But overall, would you if you can go back, knowing what you know now, would you still buy a DTF printer?
Nope.
You wouldn't buy a DTF printer at all?
I wouldn't buy a single head desktop. I would save up my coins and probably get a double head instead.
Uh-huh. Awesome, awesome. That's good to know. That's good to know. That's good insight that you're giving people, and that goes back to what I said. I think a couple of videos ago. I said if you're not willing to at least, or if you're not able to at least buy the R2 Pro, something that prints at that speed, then it's not even worth the aggravation and the headache and getting into it, because the printer, for the amount of money that we want to make, I don't think the small desktops are capable to keep up with how fast you'd have to print to make that much money, make that a certain amount of money. I'm probably butchering. Probably saying that wrong, but you know what I mean. If you have a certain dollar amount that you want to make at the end of the month, the small desktop ones can't print fast enough to keep up with that demand. Am I saying that right, Ashanti?
Yeah, you're saying that. The reason why I got this one is because I wanted to be able to offer my customers onesie twosies of full color instead of having to have a minimum of 10 or 12.
Right.
Because I got it. I was getting my plastisol transfers from Supercolor, and their minimum order was 10.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And yeah.
And how long does Supercolor take to ship your stuff typically when you order it? Pretty fast?
It's not too bad, a couple of days.
Okay.
But if I have somebody that wants something tomorrow,
right,
I can give them that fuller color shirt tomorrow if I'm buying DTF transfers from someone else.
Right.
That's the main reason why I had got it, because I wanted to do the full color, bigger than 8.5 by 11 type of deal.
So in your instance, that makes 100% sense. That makes sense. So you got it for those last minute orders, people say, "Hey, can I I got this shirt. Can I put my logo on this shirt, or put this design I made on the shirt, or put my kid's drawing on the shirt? Can I pick it up later on today?"
Yep.
So that's a perfect instance, a perfect scenario of why you would get the smaller printer, or even why you might want to convert a printer that you have sitting around doing nothing, right? But
Right.
other than that, when I first got the DTF printer from All American Print Supply Co., the Prestige A3 Plus R, I think it was. Yes, Prestige A3 Plus R. I immediately thought, okay, now I can offer DTFs to people that don't have a DTF printer. But what I immediately noticed is this thing prints really, really slow. And when somebody orders like 40 DTFs, would literally take me 2 days to print them out, like a day and a half or a day and a quarter. I think I could print out 30 DTFs in one day, and that's probably pushing it. Mm. What was your experience, Ashanti?
Yeah, it takes a long time. For the DTF 1000,
Mm-hmm.
it's more of a personal use. It's not of a
Volume.
let me DTF prints to other people.
Right, right. Okay. Well, thank you so much for sharing your information with us, Ashanti. I really appreciate you calling in. And anything else you want to say, or you want to add to anything?
Nope, that was it.
Oh, how is your 1,000 running right now, though?
Mark got it running.
Okay, great. See,
Got it running.
see, it helps out when you got an expert, as a husband. So you know what I mean, with engineer skills.
Expert now.
Huh?
He's definitely an expert now.
Exactly. So yeah, once you get over that, you're good to go. All right, thanks so much for calling in, Ashanti. I appreciate you.
I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye now. All right, guys. So there you have it from somebody who owns one of these machines. She listen, when I tell you guys stuff, I don't tell you guys this stuff because I'm making it up. I'm talking to you guys from experience, And when I say like if you're not using it for that, at least, and if your goal is this, then you need to at least buy that, right? But if your goal is this, and you only have a budget for that, then you might want to wait or just buy transfers or just get a new goal because yeah. So are you talking about the Uninet 1000? Yes, Eric. Ashanti was talking about the Uninet 1000. I didn't have the 1000. I had the Uninet 3300, but I never really quite got it to run great. So I never really, yeah, that just didn't work out. Not saying that, and I'm not saying about that these machines are bad machines at all. And it just so happened, this is coincidental, by the way, that we're talking about Uninet, because Ashanti called about Uninet, and Eric, you just asked something about Uninet. But each of these machines, there are people online using the machines and using them successfully, right? So just because somebody else had a bad experience, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to have a bad experience. All I'm saying is that, like, with this is just like with the with the R2 I have right now. There was a little hiccup. With the Racoma, there was a little hiccup, right? With the 2402T, 24-inch printer, there was a little hiccup. But I don't know one person that owns a DTF that didn't have to go through something, whether it be a print head or a line clog or a communication cable or I don't know one person that has a printer that didn't have to go through something. By the way, I didn't intend for this to be a DTF talk when I planned to do this live. I just wanted to show you guys some quick product, and get some quick ideas about what you guys needed, so I can think on it, so I can create some more stuff. But it went left. But let me see. Which machine is she talking about? So she's talking about the Uninet 1000. She was talking about. And Alan, where did you buy the R2 Pro from? R2 Pro is from All American Print Supply Co. And it is 100% a great machine. Initially, I had created a few videos showing the R2 Pro working, and I said it was great back then. And when it broke on me, or it didn't quite break. let's say it malfunctioned, right? There was an error message that I was getting for a specific reason. It didn't break and it didn't malfunction. But even when it did that, because I knew people that had the machine, while mine wasn't working, if you guys remember, I did bring in two, actually three people that had the same R2 Pro online to show you guys, hey, this machine is working. I'm just the one this time having a bad experience. So I did do that, and now that we got it, the kinks figured out, it was just two screws that needed to be tightened so the belt could have less flex in it, and that was the only issue. So it wasn't broken. It was just the belt needed to be tightened, but nobody could figure it out until. Thank you. Anyway, I digress on that. Potential spam is calling, so yeah, that's my other phone. So we're not gonna. All right, so yeah, the R2 Pro is a great machine. Converted sublimation 7720 Cricut Silhouette Brother SE 625 and the Brother NQ 1600. Oh, by the way, Ashanti, if you didn't get the flash drive yet, I put the flash drives back on the website. So 220.pes files for just $50. A-Dubb Let me bring it up for you guys so you guys check it out. Flash. Switch over here. Flash drives. All right. So you get 220.ps files for $50. And those of you guys that want to know what files are on there, almost all the files that I have, almost all the .ps files that I have are on there. But Ashanti, you probably graduated from the smaller machines now. So, okay. Okay, so Lakeisha asked, "Do you like the buy mirror?" I have no idea. I don't have any experience using the buy mirror, so I can't tell you that I like it or not. And I hope that makes sense to you. Like, somebody can't give you an opinion on a piece of equipment that they've never used, they've never, had any experience with. So I can't tell you whether I like it or not or how I like it. It looks like it's a embroidery machine, a multi-needle embroidery machine, and I've never touched it. I've never used it, never been in front of it, so I can't really tell you anything about it, unfortunately. So yeah, and that's the way I run my channel. Like there's other content creators that will talk about and give advice about machines that they don't have and they've never used, they don't own. That's not me. I don't do that. So it's spreading false information. I only give you I only give you opinions about things that I've put my hands on and I've touched and I've used for some period of time, or even if I use it for a little bit of time, I give you my thoughts, my opinion based off of my experiences, and that's valid, right? But I can't speculate and tell you guys, no, you shouldn't buy that, or you should buy that, or I've heard. No, you're not gonna get that over here. You know what I mean? Yeah, no speculation, all facts. All right. So, are you ever going to buy a UV DTF printer? If so, which one? I've been thinking about it. As of right now, I might, but I don't. I'm not sold on them yet. I'm not sold on it yet. And I did on my last live. I asked a few people, how often do you guys order UV prints, and it was about 50-50. But I don't see a need for it in my business yet. So as of right now, I'm holding off on the UV printer. And if I do get one, it'll probably be from All American Print Supply Co. Most likely, yeah. Hey, Alan, so glad I got the vibe. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, I do have. Oh yeah, let me share that with you guys. I didn't share the sewing sips. I'll do a whole nother video on the sewing sips, but just for your own information, let me show you guys. If you guys go on Eventbrite and type in A-Dubb Productions, search for event. Let me see if I come up. Please let me come up. A-Dubb Productions. Let's see if my event. Oh, look at that. Nothing. Oh my gosh. So and sips. I think only the people. Oh, here we go. Okay, so my next sewing sips class is going to be December 7th. All right, so if you click on that, if you go to Eventbrite, if you're in the Philadelphia area, December 7th, that's a Saturday at 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. is going to be the next Sewing Sips class. It's with the brother SE600. I think I have the SE600, the SE625, and S and PE 535s on those on the tables, the front of the studio. So if you guys are interested in that, you can get a ticket for $50. If you know somebody who might be interested in that, that's in the area, then you guys can go ahead and send them this Eventbrite right here, and they can book for the December 7th, Saturday at 5 p.m. at my studio, one on one. Well, not one on one, 1-on-6 with your boy. We had a great time last time. I'll make a whole video showing you guys what a time we had. Man, it was fantastic. It was fantastic. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah. So next class is coming up soon. I got mine, and even though I didn't have my embroidery machine, still debating on which 15 needle machine company to go with. Cool, cool. Okay, Trevina. Did I say that right? Trevina. I think it's Trevina. Yeah. So yeah, Trevina. You gotta do your due diligence, do your research, and go with the company that you see fit. But what's important is that you spend your money the way you want to spend your money, so that you made the best decision for you. And also, what's really important is learn how to use that machine, no matter which machine you get, so you can make this money, right? But I will say, if you do decide to go with Racoma, use my Racoma affiliate link in any one of my videos in the description. If you do decide to go with Racoma, use my. All right, thank you. Can we make that deal? Can we make that deal? And if you use my Racoma link, then make sure you let me know. Make sure you let me know, and we'll talk. All right. Typically, people that use my link, I send them a video that I have that is not public, a familiarization video that will give you a super head start on your embroidery journey. So that's the benefit of using my affiliate link when you buy a Racoma machine. I send you my little video that I have on YouTube that's not public, right? And it walks you through some stuff that you're not even going to learn in your familiarization when you do your one-on-one with Racoma. Well, your internet one-on-one with Racoma. So anyway, Alan, so glad I bought the live. Gail, I'm glad you got the live too. How ironic! I see you live. I just watched your 8-in-1 unboxing video. Wow, my 8-in-1 unboxing video. That was so long ago. Thank you so much, DL. I appreciate you for watching that video right there. Lakeisha says, I know you can't give that info on the buy machines because you have Racoma like I do. No, that's not the reason why. I was asking Mary Jameson because she said she has one. Yeah, okay. Cool. Mary, so Mary, let us know what you think about the machine. Mary's on here, right? Mary, please let us know what you think about the buy machine because Lakeisha wants to know. No, but that's not the reason. Just because I have a Racoma machine, that's not the reason why I can't give information out on a buy. I can't give information out on a buy because I don't have any information on a buy because I've never had a buy. That's why I can't give what I don't have. Never used it, never had it. But I know you understand that, Lakeisha. Yes, you said it right, and yes, I was doing my research. Good. Yeah, but so guys, that's it. I'm gonna wrap this up. I have a few other things in the works that I'm working on as far as another product is concerned, but I'm gonna keep that to myself for right now until I actually make the thing. And it takes a little bit of while to make each thing because I get the idea in my head, I sketch it out on paper, then I go in my software, I physically make it, and then I print out the prototype and I see if it functions. If it does, most of the times it does because I do my measurements and stuff like that exact so that it functions properly as intended. But other times, with the thread stay tubes, for example, I had to redo those a few times until I got it right. And yeah, so this next thing is gonna help you guys sell in a mobile way. It's gonna help you guys. So those of you guys who don't have a store, you're probably working out at a house, but you do have a vehicle. This is going to help you be able to take your stuff, display your stuff, and sell your stuff out in these streets, baby. You know when somebody sees something that they like, they instantly buy it, right? And you know scared money don't make no money, right? So if you really want to make some money, sometimes you got to go get it, baby. And we are living in different times. There's no rules to any of this stuff. There's no specific way on how to sell something. So I encourage you, if you want to sell something, if you want to make money, right? If you want to make money with your equipment, then go make money with your equipment by any means necessary, even if that means you got to go outside and show people your stuff and sell out of the trunk of your car. You know what I mean? So, because you can stay in the house all day, all night, but if you don't have a platform, if you didn't build your platform, if you are, just on Instagram and you have, 200, 100 followers and stuff like that, unless you're willing to spend a couple years with your equipment while you build up your audience and stuff like that so you can sell to them, then you need to get out there and get your stuff in front of people. You need to have a game plan on how you're going to do this. And I encourage you guys, like I said, even if you don't have an audience, if you're outside and you have your stuff, somebody sees something that they like, that's a sale. And you need those sales a certain amount of. This is what I encourage you guys to do, right? All right, let me give you guys the game plan. All right, so you get in the machine, right? You get in the machine, maybe you bought it, maybe you financed it, right? And you have a payment. Right now, Racoma has great deals going on. But let's say your payment is like $500 a month, right? $500 a month. So your goal each month should be to make $1,000, $1,000 with that specific machine, selling products that you created on that machine, so you can make your payment and make a little bit of extra on top, right? Or maybe you make 2 payments, right? What item can you sell? At what price point are people willing to pay for that item? Notice I didn't say what price point are you going to sell that item for, right? What you have to consider is when you make something, what are people willing to pay for this? I know you get a lot of stuff on the internet where people say your price is the price, the price is the price, and if that person's not gonna buy it, then that's not your customer. Yeah, that's true, but in reality, you have to look at your item and say, okay, I know how much I put into this. I know how long it took to make this. But what are people really, in the real life world, what are people really willing to pay for this specific thing right there? And I think that will help you get farther than sticking to this is my price and that's it. There's no negotiation. This is my price. That's it. Because as a consumer, if the shoe was on the other foot and that person that you're trying to sell to was selling to you, you know what you would pay for that. So if you wouldn't pay for that, the price that you have for that, then that means you need to adjust your price. So consider, what are people willing to pay for this, and price it appropriately, and then you'll move more items, and then you'll get to that number that you're trying to get to each month easier. And if you don't have an audience, you're definitely going to need to step outside, shake some hands, meet some people, and show your stuff. All right. So that's all I got. Let me read some questions real fast. Read some comments. I like it, but like any new product, there is a learning curve. There is always learn. Okay, so yeah, so the same thing. So Mary says, okay, so Thomas calling in. Let me see. Let me get this call real fast. Oh, I missed it. Call back, man. Call back. I missed it. I didn't see the phone ringing, but call back. I gotta put my ringer on. I was at the movies. I went to see let me turn my ringer back on. There it is, back on. I went to go see Gladiator 2. And yeah, so that's why my ringer was off. But call back. I got you. Oh, you called twice. Call back real fast, and I got you. Oh, did you call twice? What am I looking at? I don't know how to work these Android phones. Recent. Okay. Oh, okay. Thomas Patterson. I don't know what's going on, Fidel. How you doing? Hey guys, if you guys have any large scale screen printing jobs that you need done, Fidel Elvira got you. Follow him, get his contact information. Um, and yeah. Ashanti says Gladiator 2 was a good movie. It wasn't better than part 1. And it had its good moments, but at the end of the movie, I was like, I could have waited. I could have waited to see that on Netflix or something. Um, don't get me wrong, the action was great. But see, when I watch movies differently from people because my degree is in film, digital film, video production, and I watch movies differently. Most of the time, when a movie starts, I'm able to predict everything that's going to happen. The one thing in that movie I wasn't able to predict was I didn't know Denzel's character was going to be that good. But everything else, I'm like, the the gladiator's mom popped on screen before anybody, I was like, I'm like, that's her son right there. I called it like as soon as she popped up. I'm like, oh, that's the son. Anyway, um, I didn't think it was all that. I thought it was okay. I'm super critical though. Okay, so hell yeah, I'm from the Bahamas. We say it all the time. I just moved here. But yeah, so what Gail was saying, she has Happy Japan machine, and she learned a lot from. Oh, you learned a lot from my machine. I appreciate it. Who was saying? Wait, oh, Mary rather. Mary says about her the learning curve in the her buy machine. So that's just a common thing with all machines, right? So it doesn't matter what machine you have; it's just a common thing that all of them have learning curves. And if you look at the multi-needle machines, they all pretty much function. They all pretty much look the same, and they all pretty much function the same. So it's like it's not that much variation from machine to machine. There is some differences, but it's not that much differences. I guarantee you that I can probably get on any machine and figure it out aside from the Melco machines because I think they're built a little bit differently. But I stick with Racoma for a specific reason. I'm used to those machines. I started off with those machines. I know how they function. And when I go from machine to machine, I don't have to refocus my brain to like register. Okay, this is this brand machine. Okay, so that is everything's. When you stick with one brand, it's easier to operate everything. Excuse me. Drinking a lot of water today, and I drank a lot of eggnog too. So yeah. So when you stay with one brand machine, it's easier to like jump from machine to machine and figure out if something goes wrong. You're familiar with the brand, so it's just easier. That's why I think that's why people once they get something, they stick with that thing because they're familiar with it already. Unless it's just junk, you know what I mean? But my machines are not that, you know. So new comment so fast. Oh, Ashanti said you predicted that too. Good. Yeah. All right. So everybody, thank you so much. I hope you guys have a fantastic holiday. I hope you guys eat a whole lot of food, but not too much. Don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. Pace yourself. Pace yourself and don't be too greedy. Leave some for the next day and make sure you sit some aside for yourself, especially if you cooked. If you didn't cook, don't be taking everything up and not letting the person that cooked get anything get a little bit of leftovers left. All right. So remember that. Be considerate. Don't eat too much. Don't be kind to your body. Don't overdo it. Right. But save some for the next day. And I wish you guys the best. All right. Jane says, I'm joining late. What amazing thing did you make? Oh, I'll play it for you guys one more time since she just got here. So this is the embroidery buddy. Embroidery box. But what am I calling this thing again? Hold on. All right, hold on. Embroidery buddy box. Look, it's so new. I don't even know. Okay, embroidery toolbox. Here it is. Okay. This is the embroidery toolbox that I made. All right. So it sits on the side of your machine and you can put all your miscellaneous items inside of it. All right. Let me play the video for you. Let me switch to the video real fast. Boom. Boom. And let's play from the beginning. And there we go. All right, so this is a few of them. It's gonna be, I have it on the website right now, alanawade.com or adubbproductions.com. It's live right now, so you guys can purchase one for $35 each. I have it in black and I have it in green, and I'm gonna have it in white. So right now, the only option that I have on the website is the green one. So this week coming up after the holiday, after Thanksgiving, I'll put up the black one as well as the white one. But I encourage you to grab one because hey, I mean look at that. Look, it snaps in place with that magnet that's on it. I'm yeah, and I got some other things that I have in mind to make. So I like to do stuff before I put it out. You know what I mean? Before I don't want to talk about what I'm gonna do. Look how dusty my machine is. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. See how dust in the back? But anyway, you can keep all your miscellaneous items right there at arm's reach, and I think it's pretty cool, and I like it. Other people that's been in the studio liked it. People asked me about it. Two people bought them so far, and I'm like, why don't you have that on your site? And I'm like, okay. So I put it on my site. All right, so yeah. Did you use an X tool? No, I did not use an X tool. I used I made that with 3D printers. With 3D printers. So you guys know I did. Well, you don't know. That's something I do that I don't make videos about. I design small stuff and model stuff, and I print them up. I got all types of stuff like I got all types of stuff. Where's my rose at? I had the rose. Here's my other printer, right? My other 3D printer right here. That's a small one. My big one is at the studio. I got all types of stuff around here that I made. Where's my rose? I make all types of little crazy stuff like this. It's a flower. It's a rose. It had a stem, but the stem broke off. The stem broke. It didn't make it thick enough, but yeah, it's a rose. It's not anything practical. You don't use it for anything. It was just cool. Somebody had the file. They sent it to me. I made it. I didn't design this though, but this right here I designed, and the other stuff that I make I design. And then the thing that I'm gonna make for you guys that you could use to yeah. Stay tuned and you'll see what I'm talking about. So I'll talk to you guys on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, enjoy your holiday weekend with family and friends. And I'll talk to y'all later. adubbproductions.com. People, DTF transfers if you don't have a DTF printer. Next day shipping. Not next day like in if you order today, I'll ship it tomorrow because it's the holiday, okay? So after the holiday, next day shipping right here. adubbproductions.com or alanawade.com. They both go to the same website. Order your gang sheets, order your single transfers, all that stuff. I got you, I'm going to put sublimation transfers on there too. And soon, maybe when we get offline, I'm going to put up the, I'm working on something right now to offer you guys varsity letters, like letters that you can heat apply to garments, right? So, I'll talk to you guys about that another time because I'm still formulating how I'm going to roll this out and what I'm going to call it and how I'm going to put it out to you guys and what I'm going to, So anyway, talk to you guys on next one and later. Oh, a tool to hold pieces on laser. Like yeah, I've seen people making what do they call it? Jigs to like hold pens and stuff like that. Yeah. I'm definitely going to be working with my X tool a little bit more. I got two X tools, the D1 as well as the X tool M1, but I do want a bigger one. I do want a bigger laser in general. So, all right, trying to get out of here, but you guys keep on talking to me. All right, I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Thank you so much for joining in, and I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. All right, peace. A-Dubb, alanawade.com. Don't forget.